Hey guys, it's time for lesson 85. Let's go. Today's review will cover these ideas. My grievances, number 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. My grievances show me what is not there and hide from me what I would see. Recognizing this, what do I want my grievances for? Seriously, why are we hanging on to these things? Like, how are they helping us? They're not. Okay. They keep me in darkness and hide the light. Grievances and light cannot go together, but light and vision must be joined for me to see. You can't see in the dark, right? You need to turn on a light. If it were pitch black, you would not be able to see. Simple as that, right? So in order to see, we need the light. In order to get the light, we have to let go of the grievances because the grievances are us being in darkness. To see, I must lay grievances aside. I want to see, and this will be the means by which I will succeed. Specific applications for this idea might be made in these forms. Let me not use this as a block to sight. So there's things happening, and you want to remind yourself that let this go because it's blocking your sight. The light of the world will shine all this away. I have no need for this. I want to see. Okay, so when things are going crazy, someone's like getting on your ass about something, like think about it. I can respond in a million different ways. What way is going to get them to stop and keep me in a positive, peaceful place? Usually it's just a matter of like letting them get it out and then just listen. Pretty much. Okay. I have a note here. It says, I can't see another's beauty or goodness if I'm holding on to some silly problem. So when we hold on to the negative things that we think we believe about other people, then that's what we see. And those are like these blemishes that block us from seeing who they really are, how beautiful and wonderful and lovely they could really be if we let them. All right, the next one, number 70. My salvation comes from me. Today I will recognize where my salvation is. It is in me because its source is there. It has not left its source, and so it cannot have left my mind. I will not look for it outside myself. You don't have to look anywhere, guys. You don't have to find some spiritual teacher. You don't have to go on some crazy trek. Not that anything's wrong with that. I think that would be pretty cool to go on some life-changing expedition. But you don't have to. The source is within you. That's what they don't want us to know, because then we're free. We're truly free when we realize all the happiness, peace, and joy that we could ever want is already inside us. And it's not going to come from a television show or some fancy car. Not that there's anything wrong with those inherently. It's just not a source of peace, right? Okay. It is not found outside and then brought in, but from within me it will reach beyond, and everything I see will but reflect the light that shines in me and in itself. So everything we see is just a reflection of where we are. So if you're seeing a lot of junky, crappy, negative, horrible things happening, then it's time to take a look and say, okay, am I in a place of light and love and joy? Because if I am, then everything I'm seeing, everything around me is going to reflect back love and light and joy. And it might seem like, it's so hard. And it is and it isn't. It's not necessarily hard. It's just something you have to be consistent with. You have to continually check in. You have to continually, take that sip of water, i.e., do a little meditation as often as you can. I mean, I really can't say enough how valuable it is when you are done with one task of your day to stop, take a minute, check in, have a little quiet time, even if it's just a minute. It's so helpful, and it really makes a difference in my day. I think it would for you too. Okay. These forms of the idea are suitable for more specific applications. Let this not tempt me to look away from me for salvation. Remember, you are the source of salvation. Don't look anywhere else. Don't listen to somebody who's saying you have to spend money or take some certain drug, whatever. I have nothing against, Drugs are another story. I'm not going to get into that right now. Anyway, I will not let this interfere with my awareness of the source of my salvation. This has no power to remove salvation from me. Okay, so you get the idea. It's all about reminding ourselves that we are the source, that we have the source within us, okay? So in meditation, that's when you tap into that source. That's when you get connected, and that's when you find the peace and joy and light and happiness within. That's also when you find what it is that you need to forgive. And like I said, it's a process. It's a little hard at first. It's kind of like when you decide you're going to like clean out a cabinet or a closet. You're like, oh, it's so overwhelming. There's so much to do. But then you just do a little bit at a time and you chip away at it. And before you know it, like you walk into your closet and you're like, wow, this looks amazing. And at first there was a lot of work to do. But then eventually you got through it. Yeah, that's what's going on with you. We have all our little closets inside us that we have to clear out, clean out, get it organized, know what's in there. How often do you open your closet, you go to clean it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I did not remember having this. Yeah, that's kind of like what happens when you're cleaning out your insides. That sounds gross. But you discover some things that you didn't even remember were there that you were holding on to in your subconscious, and then you can let it go and move on, finally. All right? So enjoy this lesson, and I will see you for the next one. Take care.